Here's one of the biggest nutrition mistakes that I see 9 to 5ers make when it comes to trying to lose fat, perform better, get healthier, and improve overall function. And it's a nutrition mistake that I've seen literally dozens and dozens, if not hundreds of people make as they come onto our programs, as they come on to join us in the Fat Loss Forever program. Quickly, my name's Andrew Marsham. I'm the CEO and founder of the Fat Loss Forever program, and we've helped over 500 people lose fat, get healthy, and do it once and once only, in as little as 4 hours each week. It's actually normally less. And for those who are watching back in the replay, drop a comment with the word replay underneath. And if you're watching with me live right now, drop a comment with the word live. Let me know you're watching, and let me know if you're finding these valuable. Ultimately, I got to create content that's going to really help you lose fat, get fitter, get healthier, optimize your performance in a very short amount of time each week. And it's not about just spending as little time as possible. It's about being as efficient as possible. So this is one of the biggest nutrition mistakes that I see so many 9 to 5ers making. And it's that you try to squeeze yourself into a square peg into a round hole. I will often get the question, Andrew, should I be eating breakfast? Andrew, can I eat certain meals after 6 p.m? The answer is it depends. For example, there's a client of ours, Dean, who's been with us a long time. Dean's had an incredible transformation, lost 9 inches in his weight on his waist over the last Q4 there, as part of our accountability bootcamp. Now, one thing that Dean kind of has went back and forward on is meal timings and meal structure. And it's always been a case of, well, what's life like right now, Dean? What does it actually look like? Like, when are you going to work? When are you getting up? When are you training? There is no right answer here. I see so many people, when they try to lose fat or go on a health kick or whatever it is, they go, I'm going to start eating a breakfast now, or I'm going to start cutting out all my meals after 6 p.m. In reality, it's not what your eating pattern is. It's not what you're used to. If you don't like eating breakfast and you perform better, for example, cognitively in the morning up until lunchtime, fasted without anything to eat, don't change that. Save your calories for later in the day when you need them. And the inverse is so true as well. People will say, oh, Andrew, I don't want to eat in the evening because you store fat. That's bullshit. You do not store fat if you eat at a later time in the evening. Why? Because if you eat at a later time in the evening, then by default, you have to not eat at the earlier part of the day. If you, again, are equating calories, which has to be done in this kind of standard. And it's something we do for our clients and their plans. But ultimately, if you're someone who doesn't like a breakfast, and this is a lot of the guys who work with us, they don't like breakfast and they prefer eating more in the evening. Well, structure your plan that way. As long as the plan is structured that way, you can still gauge and make progress on that plan. It's not going to slow you down. What's going to slow you down is trying to fit yourself into a method that you do not enjoy, that you cannot stick to, that you find unsustainable. Look at compound interest. Compound interest is simply getting, percentages better each week, each month, but doing it for a very long time. You put $100 into the S&P 500 in the stock market for an average 10% return over 40 years. You're going to have a lot of money, millions, for $100 investment a month. Because why? You're consistent. You put $1,000 in 1 week and nothing for 6 months, and then again you're putting in $10,000 this time, and then nothing for 4 years. You'll never get anywhere. You'll just be constantly chasing your tail, pulling the money back out and all sorts of stuff. And that's the way I see so many people approaching health and fitness and fat loss. If you want to lose fat forever, if you want to get in shape once, lose fat once, maintain what you've actually achieved, then you have to create a process that you actually enjoy and can stick to. Because when you do that, you never have to worry about fat loss again. There are periods of my life where I specifically focus on building muscle, and I will, specifically have a target to gain weight, and I do it in a controlled manner. But I never have to worry about falling out of shape, because the habits that I have ingrained over the years, again, this is after failing for many years, so by no means am I in my high horse here, but the habits that I've ingrained over a period of years are just second nature. I was talking to our client, my head coach now, past client Jordan Kane, about this, and he juggled his job, 50 clients, working for EMF, that is, and having 2 young kids under the age of 2, all at the same time. And he never slipped once. Why? Not because he's fucking Superman or he's incredible or anything like that. He is pretty good. Not taking that away from him. But he just ingrained the habits. It was just what he done. It's just the person who does X, Y, and Z, who trains a handful of times each week, who prepares their meals and thinks ahead of time. And you have to become that person. Now, it doesn't need to be you're militant and prepping your meals on a Sunday and you spend 4 hours prepping. That doesn't need to be you. It doesn't need to be you who religiously trains 4 or 5 days a week in the gym. It could be getting out a walk or getting in some hard-hitting sessions a couple of times a week. Whatever works for you is going to be the approach that's going to allow you to lose fat pounds. So instead of looking for the best approach, look for the approach that suits you, especially when it comes to nutrition, because that's where 90% of people slip up. Anyone can go to the gym for 40 minutes a few times per week. It's not difficult. It really isn't. It takes a bit of planning and a bit of structure, but it's not challenging. So again, getting the nutrition part right for you is key. And if you would like a completely free copy of one of our flexible nutrition meal plans in order to set this up for you and give you a kind of rough calorie guide and height, weights, recipes, all that sort of stuff, show you what to eat, how much and when, just comment the word plan underneath this video and I'll reach out and drop you a completely free copy across. What you got to lose? You'd be stupid not to. Enjoy the rest of your week.